Hello everybody, today's video is brought to you by the most persistent brand partner we've ever worked with, Wash and Go. When I think back to the first phone call I had with Mr. Wash and Go, I even said, why are you so persistent in getting me involved as an ambassador for Wash and Go? Do you know what they said? They said, because you embody everything our brand's about. And I thought, you're with it. You know what you're on about it. You're a brand about the town. Because when I think about Wash and Go, I think 2 in 1. And when I think about myself, which isn't very often, but when I do think about it, I think, yes, 2 in 1. Presenter, international sex symbol. I also find that Wash and Go is extremely fast and efficient as a brand to use. And, well, that's me as well. Just ask Mrs. Goldbridge. You know, there's nothing I can't do too quickly. And on top of that, when I think about Twitter, I think, well, effectively, in a very watered-down version, most people are replying to me saying WashAndGoBridge. So when I think about it, it really is a no-brainer. Mark Goldbridge, Wash and Go. A match like no other. Enjoy the clip. Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry for being a little bit late, but I didn't realise the time, but it is time. It's Leicester against Arsenal. The start of... Get out of me here. Bloody get a shut up. We are at the start of what is a weird Premier League weekend because in essence it's all about Saturday. It is all about Saturday. We kick off with Leicester against Arsenal, which is a huge game. Both teams sort of reviving, trying to get in that top 4 race or 4th place race. I don't think they're going to get 3rd, 2nd or 1st. I think Liverpool, Chelsea and Man City have got something to say about that. Liverpool, Chelsea and Man City kicking off at 3 o'clock because it's European week. And then Manchester United against Spurs at 5:30. So the traditional top 6 all playing at on Saturday. Or the new top 6 really. I mean, Leicester playing as well. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting day. I don't know which way to go with this one. Look, Manchester United against Spurs. I'm trying to just enjoy the football for this match because that's going to be stressful. You can watch that on the United Stand if you want to watch that. Hopefully we will be winning. I think it's a very weird day for Manchester United fans. I think win, lose or draw, it won't change. Pringles, something like that. Ollie admitted it is his 3rd crisis in 2.5 years. What the fuck says it? Oh, 1-0 to Arsenal. And it's been a great start by Arsenal. And it's a goal for Arsenal. And it's Gabriel for Arsenal. What a start. 1-0. And Arsenal looking very ominous. Very ominous indeed here. They've started on fire. They seem to have found a bit of rhythm. I mean, shut up, Gabriel. He's doing some stupid dance. You play for Arsenal, mate. You're only 1-0 up. Don't start dancing in the first 5 minutes. Can't be arsed with that. I'd hate United players to do that in the first 5 minutes. Just get the result and then have a big dance at the end. But it's 1-0 to Arsenal. It's a cracking header by Gabriel. And on top of that, there is a player that has endured a difficult first season, but is having a good second season. So, you know, that's really, really not impossible that you can have an adjustment season and then a season where you're playing a lot better. I remember that, Gabriel. I remember United. Remind me of what French club they got him from? Was it Lyon? Was it Lyon or Lille? But I quite like the look of him. I did. Left-footed as well. But obviously Arsenal bought him. Arsenal are currently above United. Yeah, well, they'll be joint 4th, but terrible at the back here. Leicester have started off really bad. Aubameyang shoots straight at Schmeichel. Nearly concedes another corner. Terrible start. It was Lille. He came in from Lille. Thank you, everyone in the chat. So 1-0 to Arsenal here. They've started off fantastically well. I don't think Solskjaer gets sacked if he loses, mate. Nathan Whelan, thank you for the chat. Arsenal on the attack again. This time it's Saka. Rolls it into Lacazette. I don't know why he didn't hit it first time. Smith Rowe 2-0. Arsenal are on fire. Absolutely on fire here. Smith Rowe again. This is a surprise. This is a big surprise. I didn't expect Leicester to fall apart like this, but they are getting absolutely battered here. Starts with Maddison, sloppy play. Arsenal take total advantage on the break. Lacazette could have hit it. He didn't. It finds its way. And yeah, unbelievable starts here from Arsenal and Leicester as well. And it's an interesting one, isn't it? It's a really interesting one because I think that there's so many Arsenal fans that have sort of given up on Arteta, and you look at their form this season since them first 3 games of the season, and you know it's hard to watch as a rival and not see improvement and growth. It's 2-0. I really don't think anybody would argue with that. If there is a United fan that wants to argue with that, or that Ole's better than Arteta, you go for it. The reality is, for me, Arteta is a better coach than Ole, and that's been proven by his time at Man City anyway, because he was a coach there. Ole's never been a coach, and I think if Arsenal played United at the moment, they would beat us and beat us comfortably. There's a number of teams at the moment that I think would beat us comfortably. Obviously, Liverpool have already done it. Leicester did it. I think West Ham would beat us with Antonio. We were lucky that they didn't have Antonio. I think Arsenal would beat us at the moment. Obviously, Man City, Chelsea. I personally think Brentford would beat. There's a few teams I think would beat us the way that they play football. I think Brighton would beat us at the moment as well. Fortunately, we're playing a team that I'm not convinced will beat us at the moment. I mean, I'm not saying Spurs can't beat us, but they're probably one of the better teams to play at the moment because they're ridiculously inconsistent. Thoughts on NFL on Sky? United need to start winning today and from today. Well, that's not going to happen, is it? What a got? It's not gone in. What a save by Ramsdale. How has that not gone in? Twice. What a double save. You've got to say, it's the bar. He tips it onto the bar. And then Vardy, well, it's definitely not in. It's nowhere near in. Just 2 great pieces of goalkeeping by Ramsdale. He tips it onto the bar. I think it's Johnny Evans who slides in and he saves it there as well. What a double save by Ramsdale. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Give Arteta credit there because in Leno, they've got a really, really good goalkeeper, according to Arsenal fans, and he's binned him off to put in... he's a bit lucky, actually. He's very lucky. The second save hits the post and then hits his knee, but doesn't have the power to go over the line. But it's on Arteta, that is. You know, there's a lot of people who would go, why would you dump Leno? And he's dumped Leno to bring in this guy. But what I would say is, my only defence, my only comeback against Arsenal fans is, you prats who a year ago, who were going on at me saying, oh, you only want us to keep Arteta because you want him to be rubbish. I didn't. I saw with Arteta a year ago that you should stick with him, that he was trying to build something, that it was going to take some time, and now it's coming to fruition. And the problem is, when you go out, when you start calling for a manager to be sacked, you better know a bit about football before you do it. Because you've got a few people in your fan base who are probably still Arteta out, and it's just pure stubbornness. They don't know football. They're watching games through God knows how they're watching it, but they're not watching it and understanding that it's going to take a bit of time. And as I said, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for his first two and a half years, you could see his stability, second and third, and there was always concerns about the football, but we were getting a bit of stability. It's taken 2.5 years for people to realise that actually it's just been getting by on moments, fine margins, individualism, parking the bus, counter-attacking football, no style of play, and it's time to go. It's and a lot of people can safely say Ole out, and if we beat Spurs today, I'll still say Ole out, and if we beat Man City, I'll still say Ole out. I ain't coming back from this unless we start playing fantastic football and we win the Premier League, but I think too many Arsenal fans jumped too early on Arteta. And what are they going to do now? Oh, wow, I was right to say Arteta out a year ago because we were playing rubbish, but now we're playing well. Well, no, you're digging an even bigger grave of your own inexperience about football, because a year ago, Arsenal were in a worse position than they are now, but he's had time to buy players. He's had time to build a team, and he's had longer to, start, bringing that chemistry